We were taking bets as we were getting ready to go on live if my camera was going to screw up again. It normally is a big old fat yes that I have to go in and reconfigure it at the beginning of every single live stream. But welcome to the show, everybody. Got a big show lined up for you today. We got Frank here. Frank, how's life down in Florida?
You know.
Same old, same old.
Hot.
And then we got Big Lan up in Oregon. How are things up in Oregon?
It's that transitioning
To the summertime?
mix of wet and hot and stupid drivers.
Sounds
Wet
like a good time.
and hot. Oh, all right, everybody. Welcome to the program. I wondered if we should ever actually name this live stream that we do, but we got a lot of stuff lined up for you here today. I see
Wet,
Nightmare's
hot,
already
and
in the
good
chat. Whoever would like to join in the chat, you are more than welcome to do so. Got a lot of fun things lined up. Really quick, first thing, for the members of this channel, remember there's two different types of memberships. We do have a lower tier, it's 99 cents a month, and there's an upper tier that's $4.99 a month. We have the member Lorian, that's $4.99, and then there's the channel supporter, which is 99 cents. Before, what we had done is I made a wallpaper for your phone, and that's what everybody got if you were a channel supporter. But here at this point, what we're going to be doing is if you are a channel supporter, which is 99 cents a month, you will get a sticker pack of the stickers that I have because I got all of my gear back. So we have the History of Rock sticker right there. We have the Real Brandalorian sticker right there. And then the big hit from the Scottsdale trip for JAMA Software, we have the Cross-Eyed Bear stickers right there. I actually took those, and there were some people that wanted those as well. That's going to be a problem because it's just automatically going to the next song. That's not something I looked into. Son of a bitch. So yeah, so for 99 cents, you're going to get the sticker pack. Now, if you become a member Lorian, then what you're going to get is not only the stickers, but I also have all of my t-shirts as well. Ooh. So what you'll get is essentially a t-shirt of your choice. I mean, it's the same logos. It's the History of Rock, the Real Brandalorian, and the Cross-Eyed Bear. Sizes are kind of limited.
It's only triple XL.
I know. I don't even think I have a triple XL. So we do have a lot of different options. It just kind of depends. But anyway, so if you become a member of the channel, I can definitely see that. And then you can hit me up on Discord, Instagram, Facebook. Let me know. Anna, I know you sent me your address so I can ship you your sticker pack. Thank you for being a member. Coming up here on the show, we're going to talk about 80s and 90s toys that absolutely sucked. Like what was something that you saw the commercial for and it looked awesome, and then it ended up being fucking terrible when you actually got said toy. We're also going to talk about some coming attractions, things that are coming out this week, things that are going on this week that you're looking forward to. We're going to have 5 fast questions. We're going to get to Battle of the Generations. And for the movie draft this week, Michael Keaton movies is what we will be discussing. But first things first, we do have to give a little quick shout out here. RIP to Bill Walton. Kind of the reason the Blazers are actually have a championship back in 1977 was Bill Walton. If you watched any sports media coverage over the past couple of days since he passed away, everybody had nothing but good things to say about that guy. The one story that two actually stories that I really remember of Bill Walton, one of which is I was not a big fan of his in the broadcast booth. I found him just kind of be obnoxious. His train of thought would just ramble on.
Yeah.
It was too much for me.
Like
Although, throw it down, big man, was his thing, and that was always pretty cool. But there was one time that I specifically remember when he was on with Steve Snapper Jones, and he would say the most outlandish shit, and Snapper Jones would call him out on it every single goddamn time. And at one point, I don't even remember what the game was, but the guy goes up for the rebound or the guy goes up for a shot, and Bill Walton's like, you need to contortionate your body right there. And Steve Jones goes, Bill, what does that mean? And then there was just like dead air. But it was, I always loved that moment because Steve Jones would call him out on the weird shit that he would say. The other one is from back in 2002 when the Blazers were playing the Lakers. Do you remember this, Lan?
It's not ringing a bell.
I believe it was regular season. I've been trying to track down exactly which game it is, but it was regular season, and it's a second quarter. Scottie Pippen gets thrown out of the game because there's like a foul called or whatever, and Scottie Pippen ends up just chucking the ball into the fucking stands, and he gets the boot. And that day was Bill Walton plush doll giveaway, and they were all about yay big. And all those things start getting hurled onto the court of little old Bill Walton. So
I don't remember that.
they show the clip afterwards and during like when they were in break, and Rasheed Wallace is going up to the official and he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to protect you from all these dolls and stuff, man." And he looks down and he goes, "Look," and he kicks one. He goes, "It's ugly ass Bill Walton." And Bill Walton was broadcasting the game. I absolutely friggin' loved that moment. It's ugly ass Bill Walton was what Rasheed said right there. All right, who do we have in the chat? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, honestly, it looks like the live chat's not working. I wonder why that's not. Let's see here.
It's broken.
It's broken?
Let's see if I can fix
Pull the
that.
cartridge out and blow on it.
Because what I even tried to do this time is I tried to get it so that god damn it. I tried to make it so that it was, because originally what I was doing is I had it so it was like on Kick and all these other streaming services, and it wasn't working. So I said, screw it. And I can see the chat now, actually, but yeah, there's something going on here where it's not actually picking up that goddamn chat, and I really would like to know why that's not working. Jesus Christ.
Thanks a lot, OBS.
Well, and the problem is, what makes it incredibly difficult to do this is I can't test this out before the fucking stream.
Yeah. Because you have to have a live chat.
Yeah. It has to be live. And I don't have the slightest goddamn clue. Let me try something here really quick, actually. Bear with me. Frank, as Frank likes to talk about, I don't like to say anything because you get frustrated while you're working on stuff. Now is when you could talk about maybe something that's going on while I figure this out.
Yeah, what's in your head right now, Frank?
I'm tired, man. My head's kind of dead right now. Not gonna lie.
Deadhead.
Yeah, I'm tired too.
What do you guys have to be tired about?
Been working overtime there, bud.
Been a long time coming.
I just stayed up too late Monday
Trying to
night.
make that money.
Got up early, trying to recover. Takes a while.
Anna
to recover.
says you can do test streams at random times like Shim. Yeah, I'm not going to do what Shim does. I'm not going to do that. I think I can actually, let's do this right here.
We could just create a chat and you could pretend like it's real.
Do that as well.
Just out of thin air, just have a live chat somewhere.
Just put a piece of paper or something there and just write on it. So and so said this.
Have a dry erase board.
So-and-so
That would be
said
great. I would be cool with that. I would definitely be cool with that.
Uh-oh, something happened. Hey!
Hey, well, look at that.
Oh,
Push
snap.
buttons, it works.
Who fucking nailed it? This fucking guy. Of course, I don't like that it's white.
Hey, racist.
Neither do I.
All right, hold on. Let me move this down. I appreciate everybody helping out here because it's been a very interesting few days here on my YouTube channel, because for some ungodly reason my videos were getting no fucking views, and now recently they've started to get a lot of views. So I'm not really sure what it is that's going on there.
Stroking the right balls.
I don't know, man. It's been weird. All right, let me see here. One more time. Let's go ahead and do this. Get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. It's still only showing top chat. I wanted to show the whole fucking chat.
Just click on live
I did that.
on the top chat thing.
I did that. I've done it more than
Did
once
that.
now. I did that.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, I wonder what the fuck's going on here. Hold on.
Blow on the cartridge, sir.
Exactly. I like how everybody's saying to do the exact same thing that I've already done like 5 times.
Hey, Brandon, did you try clicking on Top Chat and changing it?
Yeah, I wonder like. Yeah, I'm on live, and then there's like fan funding, Top Chat.
Fan funding is the weirdest one on there. It's like it only shows when like somebody donates or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's on. It's on mine. It's got.
Yeah.
It's showing mine, but yeah, it's not working.
It's not one thing; it's another.
Yeah, whatever. But at least we got some chat here today, so I'm cool with that. That'll work. So let's go ahead and let's do this. Again, we do have a good show lined up. I promise. It's not going to be this the whole fucking time.
Maybe it will.
Or is it?
You
Workshop.
Surprise.
Who fucking knows? Yeah, for some reason it's not updating it. But what the fuck ever. We're going to have a good time today. We went through everything we're going to be talking about. We also have a new segment here. I'm going to start. Frank's getting down with his bad self.
Is that a saxophone? What is that? Which one?
A saxophone.
It's a saxophone.
It's like a real early 90s vibe.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's a new segment that I'm going to start. Well, not really a new segment. So this is kind of piggybacking on the one that Frank had where he wants to say something controversial. And I have one that I'm going to do right now. And it's not necessarily I have something controversial to say. It's that I got a big problem with Henry Cavill. I mean, let's be completely honest here, because he's almost the perfect man. Women want to sleep with him. Straight men want to sleep with him. I mean, he's amazing. He's a super nerd. He builds his own computers. He plays Warhammer. He didn't agree with the direction of The Witcher, so he backed out of that franchise. This guy is freaking amazing. But here is why I have a problem with him, because he was willing to put up with so much garbage when it came to DC and Superman. I was watching The Man of Steel last night, specifically that World Engine scene. How is it that the World Engine can change Earth's gravity and it's picking up cars and it's slamming them back down on the ground, and yet somehow all of the human beings are still just running on the street? Why is the gravity not affecting them? And more importantly, why wouldn't Henry Cavill call out this gigantic plot hole? I mean, I love the guy, but I got a big problem with this. And that's my issue. I mean, you guys know what scene I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, wasn't there like a halo of gravity that like you had to be in a certain spot for it to, because there were a few in the background that you see go up and then get, knocked down.
For the most part, they're it's literally, you see like the water droplets come up and it's like, ooh, it goes blah, and then it slams them down. And then as they're like in the city, all the cars are getting picked up or they're getting slammed down, or there's like the cars aren't even getting picked up, they're just getting squished. And people are just running. It made no fucking sense.
Because it only affects things that are standing still.
It only affects things made in the USA.
Oh, Jesus.
No, but if that's your only my issue with is that they destroyed half a city, and then like next movie nobody except Batman gave a shit.
Yeah, I mean you kind of got a point there.
That?
You kind of got a point there.
Everyone's like, "We're fine."
It's just a movie.
Batman's like, "No."
All right.
Destroyed my building.
So the first big topic for today, we're talking about our 80s and 90s toys that looked really cool in the commercial, but were really terrible when you actually got the toy. So I got one from Lan here that I'm going to bring up. Who remembers Rock Lords? By the way, if you're in the chat and you have an 80s or 90s toy, or even into the 2000s, it doesn't matter. Something that looked cool in the commercial that ended up just being disastrous when you got it.
You want to hear a funny
Can I
story?
talk about this for a second?
Absolutely. Lan, you get to go first.
Because one of my favorite toys of all time were Transformers. Okay, giant robots that transform into other shit. So even GoBots were really cool, even though they were like really crappy.
Yeah.
And they had the stupidest names ever, but still. And then they came out with Rock Lords, which was actually a spin-off of GoBots. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool because I like GoBots, I like Transformers. I went and picked one up, and you guys, it's a rock.
Yeah, it's interesting because Tom Hanks's character called that out in Big, if you remember.
The building.
Yeah, the building. He's like, well, what else does... He's like, yeah, when it's a building, it's just a building. The point of the Transformer was so that it's transforming into a robot, but then it's also a car or a gun or an airplane or something else that does something. These were just fucking rocks.
See, I had granite too. That guy right there.
So
It was a rock. I rolled it around. That's what I did. I
Yeah.
transformed it and I rolled it on the ground.
I have a
And I was
funny.
like, this is dumb.
The brown guy and the gold. When we were kids, some kid brought those to like our summer camp or afternoon school or whatever. We didn't play with them like that. We kept them as rocks, and we'd go around and pretend. We'd put it behind our back and squat and drop it and pretend like we were dropping dukes and see if we could get people to believe us.
Oh my God.
That's what our rock lords
That's
were.
a great analogy of that toy, though, because I mean, it's a piece of shit.
But because I remember the gold and the brown one. I remember specifically we would just go and go, ha! And make the noise and drop
I
it.
took himself a golden brown shape.
Oh my god.
All right, so I found a bunch of answers over on Reddit, and I also got the pictures here to go along with it. Top answer on the board, or not necessarily top answer, but the first one we're going to get to, Crocodile Mile.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Somebody says, oh my God, for real, it would have been more fun to just throw yourself into a puddle.
They had problems.
I mean, it was
with We
basically
didn't
just
have
like an
problems.
advanced, like it was just a bigger, different version of a slip and slide is really all it was,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but you had the bump
You did.
That
You
was-
did have the
Oh,
bump.
that's right.
that would
Yeah.
throw you into the pool. That's the only thing that sucked is that grass would get in it, and every now and then you'd get in there and a face full of grass would just be in your face.
I bet that was fun. Next one, and this is one I know that you guys got to be familiar with. Crossfire.
Yeah.
Honest to God, and I now I'm really
Stupid
wishing
game.
I would have saved the top comment for this one because the person spelled out Crossfire like you literally read it in the way that it was said in the commercial. So he says, "Dude, Crossfire was pretty fun for 2 minutes." And then Beer Me Please says, "That's about how long it took for your finger to feel like it was about to fall off."
Yeah, or the gun broke.
Or the gun broke. I always kind of related this one to Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the same company?
Probably. And this it looks like it's Milton Bradley
Bradley.
that made Crossfire.
Crossfire.
This was actually the top answer on Reddit that had the most upvotes. This next one. Moon shoes.
Jesus.
Shoes.
I remember those being
Wow.
promoted on Nickelodeon.
I really like the comment because one person says, "No way, I wanted those so bad. What sucked about them?" To which the person replies, "They were still bound by Earth's gravity."
Yeah, one of our neighbors actually got those for like Christmas or birthday, and they broke in a week. They were pretty crappy.
Yeah, I can't imagine that those would have been. I mean, they almost look more like workout shoes, like those shoes that Kramer had.
Well, yeah, and what they don't tell you is like it's plastic, wrapped with a material, and so if you're using it on concrete and you keep bouncing up and down,
Oh, it's just gonna
it would
shatter?
Break,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just break. That's what this kid did. He was just, and then it just happened to.
Sort of in the
They're pretty
same
crappy.
vein as the moon shoes, I actually had one of these. The Pogo
Yeah.
Ball.
Oh, my
Ladies and
God,
gentlemen,
yes.
the Pogo Ball.
That plastic platform would break.
Yeah, one
Mhm.
person
Easily.
said the Pogo Ball, my ankle is still fucked up 32 years later.
Remember the different varieties of those they had? They had like the
Yeah.
sport edition,
Yep.
and they had like the leisure one. It was wild how they tried to monopolize and get money off the.
One other person here says, yeah, and when you finally did master using it, you quickly came to realize all you were doing was jumping. Oh, Nightmare says that she really wanted moon shoes when she was a kid, but her mom wouldn't let her have them because of how dangerous they looked. Yeah, apparently they were just going to shatter into 1,000 pieces as well.
You didn't miss anything. Yeah.
All right, next one here. Shout and shoot.
Uh,
Remember this one?
Oh man.
You guys
I
remember
do.
Shout and shoot?
Yeah, I'm so glad
I
we
don't
never. I had
remember
a
that.
friend that bought that, and the thing broke. Like in like the first month.
So the way that because I watched a lot of the commercials for these as I was getting all of this stuff together, and the way that the commercial had it was you're in a water fight with your friends because you could take the direction that it shoots and you could have it shoot forward, up, or back. And there's one where the kid has it angled backwards.
Yep.
And his friend's like, I got you now. And he's like, oh no, fire, fire, fire. And it shoots water out the back.
Fire, fire, fire,
fire. And it's like,
yeah, I
blasting
remember
it
that
in the
commercial.
back.
But the water pressure would give out after like a month, and it wouldn't even shoot that far to begin with, anyways.
This next
Pretty bad.
one is very close to my heart because I remember I had one of these with my sister. And it was actually all the way back in the 80s. And I think this toy's been around since at least the 70s. The Snoopy Snow Cone
Yeah.
machine.
Oh
I
yeah.
had one of those.
This piece of shit. The person here says you'd crank that bitch for an hour and get a tiny pile of crushed up ice.
Yeah, then it'd melt before you could get the next ice in there. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Like, look at that. Look at the big chunks that it's showing coming out of that thing. Like, that's not what you were getting out of that.
Man, you were a 5-year-old getting an arm workout trying to.
Oh, and I remember my sister would always talk me into being the one that would fucking crank it. Jesus.
Kelly was smart.
Yes, she was. All right, final one here. And then, by the way, if you guys have any in the chat, you're more than welcome to go ahead and bring them up. Here we have the Super Soaker.
Yeah.
So you would
Remember
think that
that
this is
thing.
pretty cool, right? You would think that this was a good toy to have. Well, the answer on Reddit, I thought, was hilarious. As a child, I didn't understand the advantages of mobility in a running gun battle, and in the true American style, believed only in superior firepower. Thus began the paper delivery that would deliver into my hands the Super Soaker 200. I think it's the 2000, though. If it had 2 jugs on the gun and 2 on a backpack. Fully loaded, it was roughly 800 pounds. I stood immobilized, stricken with the weight of gallons as the other kids absolutely wrecked me. This was my Vietnam.
The last line. Yeah.
But it was only that one. The other Super Soakers were really cool.
Yeah, the standard
Yeah, no, that
Super
was
Soakers,
tough.
those were the
Yeah.
shit. But this one, it was like, how much water can we unload on one fucking kid, apparently? And
You know what was better than the Super Soakers though? Was the do you remember the Enertech water guns
I think so.
that they had to ban because they looked
Oh,
like,
yeah, because
incredibly realistic?
yeah, I remember because they were actually motorized.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they had batteries because that makes perfect sense. Let's put electronics with water. But no, I do remember
It
those.
worked really well.
They
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
I remember those were freaking amazing. I think I had one, and it obviously it just ended up breaking.
You guys remember the water guns that came with a certain scent that you could shoot at people? One was like garbage, one was pizza.
What?
You guys didn't have those?
No.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember those.
Like in the late
Garbage?
80s, early 90s. Yeah, this gun,
That's
this
messed up.
squirt gun company came up with this idea that you'd have a scent, you'd put it in with the water, and that water would smell. And it was like pizza, garbage, dirty socks, and I think one more.
Good
And
God.
I don't think it was out for long because parents were complaining about the garbage
Yeah.
smell, like getting into people's clothes. But I do
Disgusting.
remember those.
All right, it's time for coming attractions. What's coming up this week that you guys are looking forward to? The big one for me is next week, June 4th, Star Wars The Acolyte is coming to Disney Plus. If you haven't seen the trailers, this actually looks really good because it's nothing but Jedis. Like somebody's killing Jedis, and I believe the timeline is well before most of the storylines that we know of from Star Wars.
Right.
So you guys, Acolyte, yay or nay? You gonna watch it?
Is this gonna be like where like the Sith becomes like the Sith type thing, or is it like another entity before the Sith? I've seen like the trailers and I haven't really quite figured that much out yet.
I think that might be kind of the
It's
crux
like Old
of it.
Republic era, right?
I think after Old Republic. I think it's
Are we
in
gonna
between.
get the Tyrannus guy that was mentioned
Darth
in
Tyrannus?
episode 3?
I don't know,
You mean
but
Count Dooku?
so June 4th. Beard even just put it in the chat. 2 episodes on the first drop. Are you guys gonna watch them? Yay or nay?
No,
I'll
I don't
give
have
it a look.
Disney.
Anna's asking, is it cartoon or live action? This is live action.
Live action. It's got who's a chick from the Matrix?
It's got Trinity and the guy from Squid Game, I believe, right?
All right.
Isn't he in it? I think that's
him. Never seen Squid Game.
Oh. All right, next one I have is Beetlejuice. Now, this one's not coming out for a while, but the full trailer just released. You guys, yay or nay on Beetlejuice?
Okay, so the only thing, I'll go see it, but the only thing that kind of threw me off a little bit, and maybe because, like sometimes I'll put trailers out without certain things being completed. They just want to get like some of the CGI stuff, and maybe they were doing this on purpose, looked kind of bad. Like the worm looked not good.
Oh,
and with
Sandworm? Yeah.
Beetlejuice, like I think they did that because of his action figure where his tongue comes out and his eyes pop out. That kind of looked off, and so I don't know if that's like how it's going to look or they're going to fix it. So I would still see it, but I was kind of like, ugh, like what the hell?
Well,
was
I mean,
that?
you can always look at like Thanos.
Right.
Remember Thanos originally when you see those trailers and stuff, it was like, ugh, like this.
Right.
Is that going to look good at all? And it ended up looking actually really, really stinking good.
Right. Like they would put stuff out there before it was finished, and that's what I hope it is because some of it just looked a little off. I guess you could say.
I'm hopeful. I think we will probably go see it in the theater when it comes out. Will you guys see it in the theater or wait for it to come out?
I'll wait for it to come out.
Frank?
That'd be a toss-up. I kind of would want to go see it in the theater just for that, but I could also wait for it. It's like, I don't know. The only one I really want to see in theaters right now is Deadpool and Wolverine. Besides that, there's not much that I would really care about going and seeing.
Right. Well, we'll reassess when it's getting closer to that movie actually coming out. And then one more thing to look forward to. Lan, what do you have coming out on Saturday, man?
Or Sunday.
I thought it was Saturday.
Sunday.
I thought Champions League final was on Saturday.
Oh, that is the first. Yeah, Champions League final Saturday. Real Madrid.
It's actually on Thursday.
Borussia Dortmund. Last game for Toni Kroos and last game for Marco Reus.
And Dortmund's going to win.
Really good.
Dortmund?
If Dortmund wins, I won't be mad because Marco Reus is going to get his Champions League.
There you go. So we got.
I always wondered where Dortmund went.
Those three things to look forward to here coming up this week. And now it is time to get back to 5 fast questions. Frank, are you ready for 5 fast questions?
Yeah. Hold on, let me get my yawn out. Okay.
All right, it is time for 5 fast questions. Frank, you have the questions. I have the answers. Fire away, sir.
All right, number 1. Where's the best place to buy clothes?
Costco.
Number 2. What's the funniest movie of all time?
Oh, my God. The Hangover.
Number 3. What is the weirdest celebrity couple of all time?
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley, dude.
Number 4. What's the most awkward thing about being in middle school?
Random boners.
Number 5. What does an ostrich think about when its head is stuck in the sand?
God, I hope nobody sticks something up my ass. And that is 5 fast questions.
Maybe you should take your head out of the ground.
All right, question number 1. Frank was what?
Oh, Christ. It was, hold on, I gotta pull it back up. My bad, I lost it. It was, where's the best place to buy clothes?
So I said Costco because I'm actually wearing a pair of Costco pants right now, and there's a comedian out there who has a whole bit about like the most zen thing you can do is buy Kirkland's signature pants at Costco, because that tells the world you just don't give a fuck anymore. Like you are what you are, and you just get to deal with it. And I'm not gonna lie, they're insanely comfortable. I love my Kirkland signature pants.
That's my mom's go-to store for clothes for us for like gifts for like holidays.
There you
And
go.
I can't argue against it. I'm a Walmart guy.
There you
When
go.
I was in middle school, I hated Walmart, but now it's like they have all the good shit. So,
All right, Lane, what about you? Where you buy your clothes at?
Various places online.
yeah.
I'm
The
really,
internet.
I'm really not like you guys.
The interwebs.
I'm telling you, go to Costco, baby. That's a shit. All right, what was question 2, Frank?
What's the funniest movie of all time?
Oh, I said The Hangover. I wish I had more time to kind of think about an answer for that one. But the reason I said The Hangover is because that's the one movie that I truly remember laughing my ass off at in the theater. I mean, legitimately, even the people that I went and saw the movie with, they were like, "Dude, we haven't heard you laugh like that ever." And legitimately, I found it fucking hilarious. Would you guys dispute
I would have that as number 3.
All right, what else you got?
Bad Santa. That one had me in the theaters almost pissing my pants, especially when they're in the boxing ring and they're
Oh my god,
punching
when
each
he
other.
punches the little
He
dude in the
punches the
dick.
little guy in the nuts. That and also Nice Guys is actually really, really funny.
All right,
Nice
all right.
Guys is really good.
So what's your number 1 then?
It would be Bad Santa and then
Bad
Nice
Santa?
Guys number 2.
All right, Lan, what's the funniest movie to you?
There's only one answer, and that's The Naked Gun.
All right.
That's the
Aren't they
movie I still
remaking
watch
that?
to this day. Yeah,
Nice Beaver.
with Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Nice Beaver. All right, what was question? That was question 2, right? What was the next one?
Number 3 was, what is the weirdest celebrity couple of all time?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, I mean, can anybody think of a weirder one?
Hasn't there been a few where like the guy was actually gay and was marrying the woman just to
Oh,
try to
I could
say he
think-
wasn't, and then
The rumor was that Hugh Jackman was that.
Liza Minnelli and that one guy.
Michael
right,
Jackson.
Julia Roberts and that musician
Lyle
Lyle
Lovett.
Lovett. That
Lyle
was
Lovett,
freaking
yeah.
weird. I remember as a teenager, like, what the hell was she thinking? He looks
Billy
like a
Joel
foot.
and Christy Brinkley,
No, I could see that because
because he's an amazing musician.
he
he's
was
the
good with his
piano man.
fingers. He was good with his fingers.
He was good with his fingers. He's like, check this out. All right, what was the next question?
Number 4. What's the most awkward thing about being in middle school?
Yeah, dude.
Everything?
Seriously. Like everything.
Yeah,
but
everything.
your body's changing, and I still remember to this day. We showed up at. I was late to gym for some reason, and so I quickly threw on like my gym shorts or whatever, and I was wearing boxers that were fairly loose. And as I remember, I came in, the teacher was like, "Hey, you need to go over there and just do the warm-ups with Ben." Ben was the one that was guiding the warm-ups that day. And so Ben's like, "I'm going to make you do all this stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Do some jumping jacks." So I'm doing jumping jacks with like gym shorts and very loose boxers. So let's just say,
Things are flopping.
yeah. And I remember Ben looked down and he couldn't look away. And he got really red and embarrassed. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you're done." And then he like walks away.
They're hypnotizing.
So I think I've told you this before. Like the one thing that, and I don't mean to get like too graphic, but I remember being in health class in like sixth grade in middle school, and them talking about the whole boners thing, and we were watching a video of like probably kids from like the '80s talking about that shit. And this one guy was like, "Yeah, man, it's like embarrassing, like when you're sitting at your desk and like it happens and you don't want to get up." And I remember thinking like, Jesus Christ, does this shit just pop up whenever you're walking around? Like, what the, like, I honestly thought like you could just walk around and all of a sudden it'd be whoop, and you just out of nowhere. I didn't grasp the concept. I was completely, I was scared to walk around school because I was worried a balloon would pop up in my pants.
All right, going to the chat here really quick. Beard says Revenge of the Nerds 1 and Step Brothers for the funniest movies. He's also super happy that Walmart has Airwalks. Anna says that her husband says Tropic Thunder for funniest movie. She's thinking one. Airplane. And for weirdest couple, she says Katy Perry and that something Brand dude, Russell Brand. I could totally see that one.
He was charismatic for a while there, and I was just annoying.
Did you guys see what Beard just put in the chat?
That's what you had to do. that's pretty common practice.
All right, and the final one was
or
the
just
ostrich.
Tuck it in your sock.
The final one was the ostrich question, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's basically like if you got your head down there, it's like I really hope somebody doesn't come and just like stick their thumb in my ass.
Yeah.
Why do ostriches do that?
I don't even think they actually do that. I think it's
That was just like a
Just like a
cartoon,
cartoon
thing,
thing.
right?
yeah.
Kind of like how
Just like
lemmings
made
don't
up.
actually jump off of cliffs.
Hmm.
You know, that was bullshit, right? That was Disney. Disney literally killed like hundreds of thousands of lemmings to make a fucking video.
Totally forgot about that because every time I think of lemmings, I think of the game.
Lemmywinks? Wasn't Lemmywinks a lemming as well?
That was a book, right?
Lemmywinks was it was the hamster gerbil in South Park that goes up that guy's
Oh, it's
ass.
South Park. Going up Richard Gere's butt.
There you go. All right, it is time for 5 fast questions. And today, let's start with Lan. You get to go first, buddy. So here's how this game works. 6 different categories: people and places, entertainment, events, culture, science and technology, sports, and hobbies. Now, each card has a question directed at each generation. Each generation's worth a different amount of points. Gen Z's worth 4, Greatest Generation worth 3, Baby Boomers worth 2, Gen X and Millennial are each worth 1 apiece. Lan, which generation's question do you want? It's culture, and your subcategory is newspapers.
Greatest Generation.
Fake news.
Greatest Generation. Sir William Neil Connor wrote a regular column as Cassandra for over 30 years for, and you get multiple choice on this one,
Yeah.
the Daily Mirror, the Chronicle, or the Post.
The Post.
Wait, hold on. I totally forgot to get my sound effects ready to go there.
Warm up
Okay,
Lemmywinks.
yourself.
No, I'm sorry. It was the Daily Mirror. The mythological Cassandra made unpopular but accurate predictions just like him. All right, Frank, culture, your subcategory fashion. Which generation's
Go
question
with
do
the
you want?
idiots.
Let's go with Gen Z. What is the name of Lizzo's line of shapewear?
Oh, fuck. Cheesecake Factory.
Yiddy.
Yiddy.
Yiddy. Y-I-T-T-Y.
Is that like trying to play off Yeti?
I do not know. All right, we're going back to Lan here. And your category is people and places. Your subcategory is food sourced. Which generation's question you want, Mama?
Let's go Gen Z
Oh, why did it switch to that? That's not what I want. Hold on 1 second.
because it's a very hard question.
Yeah. Serious at this.
All right, so you went Gen Z?
Yeah.
What TikTok food trend combined 2 breakfast staples into one delicious viral creation?
Tide Pods.
Eggs and toast. I don't know. TikTok.
Pancake cereal.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
All right, Frank, your question.
Okay.
Or your subcategory, I should say. Candy crazes. Which generation would you like?
Gen Z.
He is going Gen Z. What European chocolate treat was often confiscated at airports when fans attempted to smuggle it into the United States?
Oh, it's
Up their butt.
yeah, 'cause that stupid egg. It starts with a K. I don't know.
I'll give you 2
Knickknacks.
points. I'll give you 2 points. Because you're...
Knickknacks.
Knickknacks.
It's either kinder or kinder egg. I've
Yeah,
never really known how to
kinder.
say that. A version that keeps the toy and candy separate launched in the U.S. market in 2018.
There you go.
Joyous day. All right, here we go. Back to Lan here. Frank is up 2-0. Your category is entertainment. Your subcategory, ooh, here you go, Lan. Sports movies.
Yeah.
Sports movies.
Sports movies, he says.
We'll go
Fuck's sake.
Gen Z.
All right, he's going Gen Z.
What's Lizzo's favorite game?
King Richard was a film about the father of which 2 siblings and sport-changing elite athletes?
Venus and Serena Williams.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
You are correct, sir. Is that the one? Is that what he won for?
Yeah, and he walked up and
Hey, you get
slapped
those points, Frank.
Chris
Oh, I did.
Rock.
Sorry.
Hey!
Hold on. Hold on.
I had 4.
Good, 2.
You gave those points to Sharpless.
There we go. All right, Frank, your subcategory, musical duos.
Hall and Oates. I'm going to go Gen Z.
Let's go in Gen Z. What musical duo and identical twin sisters sang the global hit song Everything is Awesome?
Chris Pratt as a Lego.
Tegan and Sarah.
Okay, good
yeah,
job, Tegan and Sarah.
I don't know who the fuck they are. All right, going back to Lan. He's up 4-2 right now. Lan.
I mean to cut him off, but Chris Pratt really has like the toy little kid market of voiceovers down. He did, like
Mario?
Garfield, Mario, and Lego. Like he's got that stuff,
He's got it on lock.
Yeah.
And he married into basically political royalty, didn't he? Did he marry like a...
Yeah. He's
remember
the
that
daughter
was?
of Maria Shriver.
After he dumped Anna Faris?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
admit, she was kind of weird.
Science and tech... Yeah. Science and technology category, Lan. Information database is your subcategory. Which generation's question would you like?
We'll just go Greatest Generation.
Greatest generation. In 1950, UNIVAC 1, the first U.S. commercial computer, was used to process data for what regularly scheduled U.S. government activity?
Taxes.
Spoiler alert, it's not masturbation. And no.
Payroll. Oh. Accepted it.
The census.
Census. It was the census.
The census. All right, Frank, your subcategory, civil engineering.
Oh boy. Gen Z.
In 2022, engineers at MIT found a way to develop a stronger type of concrete using what type of recycled materials? Yeah, I'm not going to get this one.
Plastique.
No.
Argon.
Pancake cereal.
Pancake cereal.
Lizzo's clothesline.
Yitty.
Yitty.
Recycled PPE, personal protective equipment.
I mean, I thought you were just going to say PP.
PPP. All right. 2 more categories to go here. And we're back to
Stop
Lan.
the music.
We have events is your category. Your sub category is debuts.
Debuts?
Debuts.
We'll go. Fuck it. Let's go Gen Z.
Let's go in Gen Z. He's got the 4-2 lead. This is a risk, ladies and gentlemen. Which politician made a world record-setting debut on Twitch playing Among Us with popular streamers? It's a politician that's known. I'll give you that.
I have, when it comes to politicians, I have no clue. Let's say Barack Obama.
AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. All right, Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Your subcategory is stirring the pot. You're down by 2.
Gen Z.
He's going Gen Z. The practice of publishing private information about someone or publicly identifying them online is known as what?
One more time.
The practice of publishing private information about someone or publicly identifying them online is known as what?
Outing, right?
Huh?
Oh, that's when you're gay and somebody.
What the fuck?
About 3 decades behind.
Yeah, a little bit behind there, buddy. Don't ask, don't tell, Frank.
I don't know.
Really? You don't know this?
Cyber something.
Nightmare got it right. It is doxing, ladies and gentlemen. Not to be confused with docking.
That's what it was at first. It was like, docking.
That is accepted by the federal government.
So the term originated in hacker culture as shorthand for dropping docs. Like documents.
Okay.
Good job, Nightmare. All right. Final one. Lan's got a 2-point lead right now. sports and hobbies. That's your category. Land, your subcategory, baseball.
Let's go, Greatest Generation.
What St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Famer received the Presidential Medal of Freedom at age 90? It's multiple choice.
Oh, give me them choices, baby.
Hank Aaron, Stan Musial, or Mickey Mantle?
I was going to say Stan Musial, even without multiple choices.
You weren't going to say Stan Musial, you fucking liar.
He's the only St. Louis Cardinal I know from that era.
Oh, yeah, I guess
The only
you're
one
right.
in the questions, too.
All right, well, you got your 4 points, so which pretty much puts us away for Frank. But Frank, we're gonna ask you anyway. What do we want?
Yeah, Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Idiots.
Oh, by the way, your subcategory is on the move.
Okay.
What dance move shares its name with a product used for dental hygiene?
The floss.
The floss is correct. I gave
only reason
Lamb
I
too many
remember
points
that-
on that, by the way.
It's because who is that ninja guy? Like on New Year's Eve, they were trying to get him to do the dance at Times Square, and nobody was going for it. And there's like this video of him going, "I don't see enough movement out there," and he's like, "No one's dancing," and he's the only one dancing. It's just this funny ass video.
Anna's saying that YouTube removed her comment about Russell Brand. It's still up there.
Huh.
Weird.
You guys still see that, right?
Yeah, it's still there. I see
Russell
it.
Brand saw it and told Elon to get on the YouTube and tell him to take it off.
Yeah, he got all butthurt about it. All right, it's Michael Keaton time. Do have a funny story about Michael Keaton. So my boss told us this last week when we were at our work retreat, where he knew this guy that went up to Michael Keaton because he was an extra in some movie that Michael Keaton was in. And he asked Michael Keaton, like, "Hey, I'm really trying to get into acting. You know, what can I do to really push it up over the top? And, you know, what kind of things can I do to become an actor?" And Michael Keaton just goes, "Don't do it," and walked away. That
I
man
can see Michael Keaton doing that.
is a national fucking treasure, ladies and gentlemen. But
Can
to
I just say this about Michael Keaton also? Is
Sure.
that he's like almost like a junior version of like Tom Hanks. Both comedic actors, and then they start going into serious movies, and they just keep on getting better.
yeah, I think so.
He's funnier though.
Yeah, I think which is close too, because Tom Hanks is friggin' hilarious, especially in things like Big and stuff like that. So, all right, here we go. So we're doing the movie draft here for Michael Keaton movies. Lan, since you won the game, you get to pick first. What's your first Michael Keaton movie?
I think we were all just fighting for one of these two movies, right? But I think I'm gonna go with the one that got me into all sorts of things when I was 8 years old or 9 years old, and that's Batman.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lan is going with Batman. And you're talking
Yeah,
the
the
OG,
comic
right?
books.
Like you're not going Batman
Yes.
Returns. You're going the OG.
I'm going
Batman.
OG because that has a very special place in my heart.
I mean, if you could always throw in, I guess, the Superman movies with Christopher Reeve in there, but at least for me, like that was the first really big superhero movie, you know?
Mhm.
All right, Frank, what is your number one pick for
Gonna,
Michael
it's
Keaton
gonna be
movies?
Beetlejuice. Yeah.
All right, well, those two are off the board, ladies and gentlemen. We're going.
That was one where I actually had an argument like with a kid in my neighborhood once he told me that Michael Keaton was Beetlejuice and that he was also Batman because I didn't believe him.
You didn't believe that he played both roles?
No, because when Batman first came out, I was 8. Beetlejuice came out like a year before I was 7, and so I didn't know any different, and I didn't realize it was him. And when this kid told me, I thought he was full of crap, and his older brother had to come out there and settle it. And I was like, okay.
All right, and settle it he did. All right, so for my, I get to go back to back here. So, and I'm going to go back to back because this is truly the first movie that I remember Michael Keaton in. Mr. Mom, ladies and gentlemen.
Mom.
Mr. Mom. And which I believe here on YouTube, you can actually watch Mr. Mom. I think it occasionally throws in an advertisement every now and then, but it's totally worth it. If you've never seen Mr. Mom, definitely go watch Mr. Mom. All right. And for my second pick, I want to see if you guys can guess where I'm going to go with this one.
I don't want to say in case my movie's one that's going to be out there.
Okay,
That you
all
don't
right,
pick.
all right. Then you don't do it. But
You
I'm
go through
sticking to the '80s, baby. Gung Ho.
Yeah, I thought that would be.
Oh, damn it. Take that one off my fucking list.
Such a good movie, dude.
I love that movie. Such a good movie.
Love Gung Ho. Again, if you could just want to do a double feature of Michael Keaton movies, which, by the way, Ron Howard right there, Ron Howard production, Gung Ho. Go watch both of these movies, Gung Ho and Mr. Mom. And I didn't even realize this. The musical score for Gung Ho was done by one of my favorite composers, Thomas Newman. I don't know if you can really see that down there, but it's on the old screen.
In the blue stuff.
It's right there. It's also directed by Ron Howard. It says it right there. All right, Frank, what's your second Michael Keaton movie?
Birdman. I really enjoyed Birdman. Plus, he was nominated for that. Probably should have won the Oscar, but Birdman.
Birdman, baby.
The one that kind of brought his career back.
I have that. There we go. Yeah, which kind of playing a similar role that he had as himself. You know, he played that Birdman character, and I tried watching it. It's
wild, man.
You have to have the right mindset to watch Birdman because it's one constant shot. Like it's just it's always going. Like it's a lot to take in. All right,
she said.
Land, you get to go back to back, buddy.
Back to back. Okay, so
back.
The easy pick is going to be Batman Returns because that was, some will say, even better than the original.
So you're gonna go. You are or you're not?
I am gonna go. Batman Returns is one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Such a man. God,
Danny DeVito was amazing.
Oh, and Michelle Pfeiffer, like all the aspects.
Christopher Walken.
I was gonna say Christopher Walken, for crying out loud.
Can I just did you see like a couple years ago when the video of her showed up on YouTube where she's snapping heads off with the whip?
Oh,
and
behind the scenes, and they're like applauding.
And everyone's like, all these like feminist groups like, oh my god, look at that, she's so amazing. And then you find out that they were like being popped off by some guy in the back. Like he pushed a button and it would pop, and like the whip wasn't actually hitting.
No, I thought the whole thing was that she actually knocked them all off on her own.
No, there's some guy that was pushing buttons and it would send a rod up or a poof of air that would knock the mannequin's head off. But all she had to do was whip towards it. But she practiced with the whip. She knew what she was doing with the whip, but she was not actually knocking the heads off.
All right, well, I'm looking that one up. We got to fact check that one.
Fact checked.
We're gonna fact check Frank.
Okay,
that's what I read.
That's
my
what
second
Frank
movie. My next movie,
Your third
and I'm very excited about the third one. Yes, and I don't know if you guys, if either of you guys have seen this, but also Danny DeVito is in this movie as well.
I have.
And he plays a gay mayor. I think it's a mayor or a police commissioner.
Yes.
And it's Johnny Dangerously.
Oh, Johnny Dangerously, ladies and gentlemen.
Love this movie.
Look at
such a stupid movie.
There.
It really is, but it's one of those movies that's so stupid it's good.
Yes, exactly.
That's a pretty damn good triple feature you got there, Lan. All right, Frank, what's your third Michael Keaton movie?
Am I?
Oh, by the way, Dick Butkus.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Dick Butkus is in there.
Yeah.
Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus.
I'm actually gonna go with one. It wasn't in theaters. It was on HBO, and I think it was like around 2002, 2003, and it was about the first Iraq War and how CNN was the only.
And Frank's got to pick
network.
some weird fucking movie.
It's not
when
weird.
There's dozens of great ones out there.
It's a good movie. Live from Baghdad. When like they do the whole, he's like the producer that has to be there in the hotel while they're filming the bombs dropping. He does. I mean, there's another one.
Actually, I do think I thought I had that poster. I guess I didn't actually get that. It's
a really good movie.
All right, so we do have some honorable mentions here. Let me go through. So first and foremost, I don't even know this, but he is in Cars. He plays Chick Hicks.
Yep.
In the movie Cars.
Cha-chow.
Although the beard says someone named my favorite before I post it. And Vero said yes to somebody. I don't know which one she was saying yes to. Let me know which one you're saying yes to there. So we had Cars. There was also this one from the 80s that I really remember, which is hilarious. Dream Team with him and Christopher Lloyd, Peter Boyle, Stephen First. Fantastic movie. Oh, there it is. Beard said the Dream Team. Right when I put it there. More honorable mentions. This one, I didn't know if you guys are going to pick this one or not. but Jack Frost.
That one, I don't know, man. That's like, I know some people enjoy it, but I don't know, man. It's kind of it almost looked like he knew he was just taking the paycheck on that one.
Oh yeah,
I like the horror
It's
movie
just-
version of Jack.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Plus, people get it mixed up with
The horror
there were
version,
Actual
yeah.
people that would grab the wrong one and scare the crap out of their kids.
We also have. Don't forget, he was in Jackie Brown.
Uh-huh.
Friggin' love Jackie Brown. Multiplicity.
Yeah, I like that one. That one was actually a really good one.
I was just talking to my wife about this one, and it's my favorite part is when they make the clone of the clone, and then that clone's just really goddamn stupid.
Yeah, I really like the butter.
Oh my god, he was great in that. Another one here, Night Shift
Right,
with Michael Keaton.
Henry Winkler.
We have Spider-Man: Homecoming. Of course, he's the Vulture.
Right, right.
And then we also have the Trial of the Chicago 7. He was in that movie as well. Highly,
forgot his-
really, no, I was gonna say highly rated, not really highly underrated, but really good movie here, The Trial of the Chicago 7. All
You
right,
forgot his most famous movie though,
what's that?
Morbius.
Oh my God, yeah, that's right. 'Cause
He was in that
he
movie?
shows up in
Yeah,
Morbius.
at the
He shows
very
up in
end.
like the he shows up in like the end credit scene.
He shows up as the Vulture, and so they were doing that whole thing as if he was like from the multiverse, and then they just completely went away from it
Yeah.
and like fucked it up. And now they're saying like he's actually from that universe. He didn't actually cross over. So like Sony like completely fucked that up.
Yeah, he did. There's also White Noise that he was in, but I still haven't gotten to my third pick. You guys know what my third pick is?
No idea.
The other guys.
The other guys.
Dude, him as the boss, and the
What we're gonna
fact
do
that
is
he
creep.
has to work at Bed Bath and Beyond to
Yeah.
make ends meet is the
He's a supervisor.
Oh
at Bed
my
Bath &
God, it
Beyond.
is the friggin' best hit. Because here's the thing, he's not obviously he's not one of the stars in the other guys, but he steals every scene that he's in.
Yes.
Every freaking scene, and
Sometimes
the whole
you just gotta creep.
yeah, the whole running joke of the TLC songs, and they're like, "Come on, you got to, you know." And it's all just, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Jason Waterfalls, man.
Oh man, absolutely love it. So here are the triple features. Land's got Batman, Batman Returns, and Johnny Dangerously. Frank has Beetlejuice, Birdman, and Live from Baghdad. And then I have Mr. Mom, Gung Ho, and the other guys. And that will wrap us up for today. I don't actually have the wrap up music because I was having problems with all this stuff earlier. So we're just gonna play this song.
It got wrapped up.
So please, if you would be so kind, make sure that you're liking all the videos. I'm not really sure what the hell was going on with YouTube this week. I mean, truly, it had been like for 5 days, I didn't have a single video get triple-digit views, which I don't think has almost ever happened on my YouTube channel. It's incredibly frustrating.
Algorithm.
You're going to notice a lot of changes coming up in a lot of my videos. My face is going to be in them more because I was looking back at it. And I have probably a dozen videos with over 1 million views on my channel. And every single one of those are the ones where I was on the bottom and then the stuff was going on the top. You know, we
Like
like
being
this,
on the bottom.
He likes being on the bottom.
the stuff that I did with Shim.
Are we outing you right now?
If that's what she must. So make sure that you're going and you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're clicking thumbs up on this. I want to see as many likes on this video as you guys can. I appreciate that. And then make sure you're checking out everything on YouTube. I just did another video on Apollo 13. I kind of changed the format where I'm going to start doing videos that are sort of... It's the same thing I've been doing, except rather than trying to get something, it's where originally it was, I'm going to explain this topic in 2 minutes. Now I'm just kind of giving you 5 facts about something. So I changed up the format a little bit. So if you can go watch those videos, make sure that you're liking them, make sure that you're sharing them, make sure that you're commenting on them, because that just pushes that YouTube algorithm all the more. So if you're here watching this live stream, if you're watching this on a playback, whatever it is, it definitely helps out. Now, if you want to help out the channel even more, we do have 2 different member tiers. We have the Memberlorian, that is $4.99 a month, and then we also have the channel supporter, that is 99 cents a month. Either way, it definitely helps out. What you get if you become a member of the channel. If you are a channel supporter, you get the sticker pack. We have the History of Rock podcast, which all of those videos you can still go watch right here on my YouTube channel. Shim and I going through all kinds of different rock and roll things. There's the Real Brandalorian sticker as well. And then I also have Cross-Eyed Bear, ladies and gentlemen, Cross-Eyed Bear. And then if you become a member Lorian, you not only get the stickers, but you're also going to get a t-shirt. I have t-shirts with all of those logos on them. You can pick which one you want. I don't have every single size, but if you do become a member, I'll see that on my YouTube channel because it shows you kind of who becomes members. And you can hit me up on Discord. You can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. Just shoot me a message. Let me know that you became a member. I can confirm it on my channel. And then you give me your address, and I'll ship you a package with all of these super fun prizes and things like that.
As long as he's on the bottom.
Yeah, as long as I'm on the bottom. Anna says, please bring back Jackbox. Jackbox is something that we're going to get going a little bit more. It's just a time thing. You know, it's because these Wednesday night things, I like doing these streams. The Jackbox stuff, we're going to work on bringing back probably like on a Friday or a Saturday. All right, do you guys have anything you guys want to bring up before I wrap up?
Hala Madrid.
What?
That's all.
He's shouting out Hala Madrid.
Alan Madrid? Who's that?
What the?
I think
How
it's
can,
related to
which, by the
Steve
way,
Madrid.
if that's happening on Saturday, why aren't you wearing all your Madrid shit?
I don't know. I
Today's
thought about it.
Wednesday.
But I did realize I will be able to watch it because I'm off Saturday.
Ooh, there you go. And then, yeah, how about them Timbers, by the way, from last week?
They're up
That was
1-0.
Oh, shit, that's right. They're playing now, which means
They're playing Austin.
I'm willing to bet they are up 1-0, if you will. Austin's kind of my backup MLS club because we would go to Austin right, that year that they got the team, so you'd see all their stuff kind of all over the airport. So
We actually have a football squad here. They're called the Tallahassee Battle Lions.
I thought you were calling the Tallahassee Battle Axes.
Yeah, that would have been cool too.
That'd be cool.
Just all the
It's just
wives.
an old-
Great name.
It's just like an old bitch with a chancla. It's the Battle Axes.
Bunch of old ladies
Curlers
that
in
were
her hair.
divorced.
You know,
All they
she's
talk
got
about
that.
is their-
Yeah, she's got that like the. What were the pajamas? Like the.
Moo.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's call it a moo. There you go. All right. Well, thank
Around
you for
they
being
would
here
wear,
again.
overalls.
You can. Okay. Oh shit! Before I forget, we also have on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm putting up other content other than what's on my YouTube channel. So make sure that you're subscribed or following me over there on Instagram and Facebook. I put up the one post that I'd actually gotten from somewhere else, and it was the basically name all of the 90s bands, and it was just like a picture that was showing what these 90s bands were. So that did really well, so I started to make my own. And so I have one that's dropping tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. It's going to be on Facebook and Instagram. It might be going up on YouTube in the community section. I'm not really sure. But it's 90s rock songs, and there's 9 of them. And they're essentially just kind of one picture. And I want to see if you guys can guess which 90s rock song it represents. Also, I'm going to be putting up a lot of polls up on YouTube as well. So hopefully when you guys see that stuff popping up, make sure you're voting on those polls and you're liking them as well, because that, again, helps push the channel to more and more people. Most recent poll I put up right now was, what's the best Michael Keaton movie? And let me check the poll here really quick. The 4 options that I put up there. If you guys could pick 4 options for Michael Keaton movie, what would be the 4?
You probably went with Batman Returns, Beetlejuice, and Gung Ho, right?
You got 3 of the 4. I went Batman,
Mr. Mom.
Yeah, Batman, Beetlejuice, Mr. Mom, and Gung Ho. Of those 4, which one do you think is winning the poll right now?
Batman.
Beetlejuice, 55%. Batman coming in at
That's
34.
because the trailer just came out.
Exactly.
Mr. Mom at 7 and Gung Ho at 3%. So 3
Timber
people.
scored again.
Did they really?
Yep.
See, God damn it. That's why we got to end the stream because I bought the fucking MLS pass and I want to watch
Goodbye,
the game.
everybody.
Don't
Yeah,
watch
my
it because as soon as you watch it, they're going to start losing.
I know. You know what's going to happen, right? Well, like, dude, mark it down. It's 8:09 Mountain Time right now on May 29th, 2024. They're up 2-0. And I guarantee they're going to start losing the second I turn it on. But thank you guys for being here. It's much appreciated. We're going to be back next week. I got some really fun shit lined up for next week, man.
Ooh.
Essentially, what I'm gonna do is I'm taking either it's like a random screenshot from a movie or a TV show or a commercial or a toy or just pop culture, like something. Lan and Frank aren't gonna know what the hell I'm bringing up. And I'm just going to show the picture and I'm just going to be like, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Like, what's the first thought that you have from this? Is it a memory? Do you remember this? And I want to know what you guys think in the chat as well. So when these pictures pop up, you guys can get involved and kind of let us know
It's a litmus
what's
test.
going on. It's a litmus test. Yes.
So I said,
Beard says, bring on the beard. We could potentially do that as well there, Beardly. We could maybe do a whole Spanos Big Radio Show thing in the future. But on that note, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. Have a great weekend. Make sure that you're liking all the videos. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're sharing this stuff. Make sure you're commenting. I love you all. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.